If an employee majority in a particular bargaining unit elects a union, that union becomes the unit's exclusive representative for negotiating wages, hours, and other working conditions. Because the union represents everyone, even the minority who voted against it, the law imposes on the union a duty to represent all bargaining unit employees fairly. In Airline Pilots Association v. O'Neill, the Supreme Court considered whether a union had breached this duty. The Airline Pilots Association represented Continental Airlines pilots. In 1983, Continental declared bankruptcy and unilaterally reduced its pilots' salaries and benefits by more than half. In response, the union called a strike that ultimately lasted more than 2 years. The bitter strike spawned extensive litigation. Continental managed to continue operations through cutting service and hiring replacements. Continental assigned pilots to new positions using a bid system. In 1985, Continental announced a bid for a large number of anticipated vacancies. With the union's authorization, several hundred strikers submitted bids. Continental awarded all vacancies to non-striking pilots. Shortly thereafter, the union and Continental reached an agreement to end the strike, settle the pending litigation, and reallocate the positions covered by the recent bid. The agreement gave striking pilots 3 options. Pilots could settle all claims against Continental and participate in the reallocation of positions. Pilots could choose not to return to work and accept severance. Finally, pilots could retain their individual claims against Continental and be eligible for reinstatement only after all pilots who chose option 1 had been reinstated. Thereafter, several former strikers, including Joseph O'Neill, sued the union, alleging that the union had breached its duty of fair representation in negotiating and accepting the settlement. The district court granted the union's motion for summary judgment. The Fifth Circuit reversed, concluding that a jury could find that the union acted arbitrarily because the settlement left the striking pilots worse off than they would have been had the union simply made an unconditional offer to return to work. The United States Supreme Court granted cert.